Hi everybody, it's Tim Meow here with your assembly this week. And this half term, our theme for assemblies is all about wisdom. Now, when you think about wisdom, I don't know about you, but I think about like old wise people, maybe with long grey hair and long beards, or sitting in a cave somehow contemplating the universe. Or maybe you think about a wise old owl sitting in an oak. I know a little song about that. It goes like this. A wise old owl sat in an oak. The more he heard, the less he spoke. The less he spoke, the more he heard. Why aren't we like that wise old bird? Well, that's all about kind of the old legends from Greece about the Athena's owl, which was a wise old owl. But what is wisdom? Well, wisdom is the ability to use our knowledge and our experiences to make good decisions. So you can know lots and lots of things, and at school you learn lots of things. You learn like facts and figures, but what you do with those facts and figures, how you put them into action, how you use them to make really good decisions or good judgments in life. So for instance, let's think about tomatoes. Here we are. Here is a tomato. Now, knowledge tells us that tomato is a fruit, because fruit is anything that's got seeds in it. So a tomato is a fruit. But wisdom tells us to put that knowledge into practice, and wisdom tells us not to put tomatoes in a fruit salad. If you had a fruit salad and you had tomatoes in it, you'd be like, hang on, this is not right. So that's the difference between knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge is knowing something is a truth, a fact about something, but wisdom is knowing how to put it into practice. Okay, I've got some pictures of road signs for you, and I'm going to test your knowledge to see if you know what they mean. Now, not all of them are really obvious, but let's have a look at these. All right, here goes. First one, well, it's really obvious, isn't it? It simply means stop, but stop and give way. So he's not just slow down, but stop. Okay, so that's an easy one to get you going. Okay, number two, a red triangle with an exclamation mark in it. What do you think that is? Well, it's not like, oh, I need to shout at somebody. It is just simply means danger. And any triangular signs are about danger. So that's a clue for the ones coming up. So that's danger. Okay, number three. Okay, now it's a motorbike jumping over a car. Does that mean no stunts? No, of course not. Zero, the big red circle, means no, or it means it's not allowed. And it means no motor vehicles. So no motorbikes, no cars, no vans, no lorries, no motor vehicles. Okay, the next one. Oh, now what is this? Is it it's another triangle sign, so it's another danger sign. So is it danger, man trying to put up umbrella? Of course not. It is roadworks, or there's some kind of obstruction in the road ahead. Okay, what about this one? Another circle. Red circle means no. Well, I've not seen one of these signs before. It kind of in situ, on the road, but it's not about bonfires. It's not about fireworks. It's about no vehicles carrying explosives. Now, why you'd want to carry explosives in your car, I don't know. It sounds like a dangerous thing to me, like no TNT, no dynamite, no. But it just means there are sometimes when you're not supposed to carry explosives. But there you go. Okay, what about this one here? Now, what is it? Popcorn flying? What is it? Somebody throwing rocks? Well, none of those things. It's about when they put a new road surface on a road and there's lots of gravel. If a car goes too fast, again, it's kind of warning, isn't it? It's a danger, loose gravel. Okay, so the chips could be thrown into the air, the gravel could get thrown to smash your car windscreen. So it's like danger, be careful. Okay, what about this? Red circle with a white bar across it. A bar. Is it a bar of white chocolate? I wish. No. It simply means no entry. No entry. So if you see them, you're not allowed to drive through it. Okay, what about this? Interesting. Something that's picking up a lorry. Does it mean giant moles Ahead, watch out for giant moles. No, of course not. You might see this at a railway crossing. It's a risk of grounding, or it means that if there's a long vehicle and it's a bit of a hump in the road, your vehicle might get stuck. So be careful. Okay, what about this one? Blue. It's the first blue one we've had. Well, it means one-way traffic only. So if you get caught going the wrong way down this, you're in trouble. So only go one way down this bit of road. And finally, here's a puzzling one. It looks a bit like is it a lightning bolt coming out of a canister? Is that what it is? No, it means overhead electric cable. So you see these electricity pylons, and if you're a tall vehicle, you don't want your vehicle to hit that pylon because then you'll get electrocuted. So it means warning, again, triangle, warning, electric pylon or overhead electric cables ahead. I wonder how you did in that quiz. Did you get 1 out of 10, 5 out of 10, 10 out of 10? Well, if you got in anything above 5, I think you're doing really, really well. Give yourself a pat on the back and a big round of applause. Okay, let's look at what's coming up next. Okay, I've got this book here. Now, you may have seen them around school, or maybe you might even have one at home. It is a Bible. Now, they come in all different shapes and sizes. This is the particular version that you have at school. And the Bible, some people say, is full of wisdom. It's full of knowledge, and it tells stories about people, and it has sayings in it that show you how to make good decisions and sound judgments. So that is the Bible. Now, the Bible is a really useful book because, like this sign, remember this sign, the no entry sign? Well, sometimes the Bible tells us it's better for us not to follow certain ways of living, such as being selfish or holding on to our possessions and not sharing. You may have heard of the 10 Commandments, where God gives the people of Israel, the Hebrews, he gives them 10 rules to help them to live happy and healthy lives. And when people live by those rules, if they put them into practice and don't break them, like not lying, not killing, not stealing, people find that those kind of living by those ways is a wise way to live. God doesn't give us those rules because he's a bit of a spoil sport and wants to kind of stop us having fun, but because he wants us to live happy and healthy lives and wants us to live the wisest and best way that we can. Okay, remember this sign? The stop sign? Yeah, that's a really obvious one. Sometimes the Bible and the stories in there and there's laws and rules that say you're not supposed to do something. It may be that because you're hurting people or doing something we know is wrong, the Bible shows us that we should stop doing those wrong things and follow a life that is good and involves helping and caring for people. Here's another sign. Remember this sign? One-way traffic only. That's right. Well, the Bible shows us as a way to live that encourages us to think of others before ourselves. It asks us not to put ourselves first and to make demands, but to consider other people's ideas and preferences. We will be happier if we live like this. Okay, remember the sign? That's right, danger, the danger sign. You know, Christians believe that the Bible is not there to make our lives boring or miserable, but to show us a good way, the best way to live, that makes those around us happy. It shows us that there is a danger of being so caught up with ourselves that we end up making ourselves and those around us unhappy too. So to recap, the Bible is not just a rule book for Christians to follow. It's actually full of wise examples and wise sayings of how we can live our lives in the best way possible. Many people find that it gives them direction and provides them with peace and comfort. Some people believe that God speaks to them through the Bible, and others find it a good source of interesting stories and wisdom. From the earliest civilizations, it tells the stories of Jesus and his followers in the new bit of the Bible, the New Testament, and it tells about the Jewish people, the Jewish race in the Old Testament. I want you to think for a moment about those road signs that we saw. and that road signs help us to be safe on the roads. It's not just about knowing what the road signs are, it's about putting them into action. Knowing that a stop sign means stop. If you don't stop and you don't use that knowledge and experience to say, well, if I don't stop, it's going to be dangerous. You just drive through it thinking, oh, I know what that means. You drive through it. It's just going to cause chaos and it's going to cause damage. So that's why we need to, it's not just about knowing stuff about the Bible and knowing Bible stories. It's about how we use them to make our lives better, how it makes a difference, how we make better judgments. That is wisdom. So let's take time to think about where we get our wisdom from in our lives, where we get our direction from, how we make sound judgments. I wonder if you know any stories from the Bible. I mean, it seems like a long time since you've had opened the book in to do your assemblies, but I wonder what stories you can remember from the Bible. And I wonder, when you think about those stories, I wonder how it might help you to live a wise life, a good life, a life that's worth really living. Well, I'm going to stop now and we're going to say a prayer. I'm going to pray. If you want to join in, you might want to put your hands together like this just to stop you fidgeting. And you might want to close your eyes to help you concentrate, because we all want to get some wisdom in our lives. Let's pray. Dear God, thank you that you want to help us throughout our lives. Thank you that you give us the Bible, which encourages us to care for people and is full of wisdom, showing us how to live the best way we can. Please help us to think about the way our lives affect others around us. Amen. Amen. Well, that's it for your assembly this week, and I hope you have a great week. And if I don't see you soon, I'll see you next time. Bye.